people that will be standards, that will hold up a standard of what is truth or not, even if they struggle to keep it in themselves. They proclaim it, they stand on it, and they let that truth begin to be the anchor in their own lives and bringing forth righteous desires and righteous actions. We see it playing out in the earth that the enemy hates truth. The reason he hates truth is not because he doesn't want truth to be said or he doesn't want the truth to be expressed. It's his hatred of God and his desire to be exalted above God. So his desire is to suppress the truth, to then deceive us and tell us what is truth and what is not truth. And here we are fighting each other, trying to silence each other. You know, my deal is too, I've said this before about, let's say, the vaccine, for instance, and how we kind of fear, like, mask. Let's go to mask really quick. And the idea that we should all be forced to wear a mask, and if you don't wear a mask, you should have some kind of fine, or you should be arrested or something, whatever it is that people believe about masks. My deal is like, do we want to pass legislation because we're lazy and we're not, or we can't make a real case for it? Like the vaccine. If you make a strong enough case and you educate people to let us know it's not dangerous or to work right or whatever the case is, whatever people's fears are, if they make a case strong enough to show, most people will get it by, you don't have to tell them to get it. They'll be running in line to get the thing. And listen, many people are getting the vaccine right now. I mean, I don't know what the statistics are when it comes to people that are taking the vaccine, but people are getting the thing. Certainly because people say, well, maybe the risk of the vaccine is doesn't compare to the risk of getting corona, and I get it. But the idea of forcing people or saying that you can't do this, you can't live, or you have to take this vaccine, or all of these things, which we have not seen yet, but it's certainly a fear of people. And my thoughts are, well, if you just educate us and you show us by example and we see people who are getting the vaccine and they're not turning into other species of animal and so forth, then more people will get it. The truth is powerful. It really is. The truth being shared is powerful. I mean, just think about during the civil rights movement, when the good white people, when they begin to see things like Emmett Till, or when they begin to see people being killed during the civil rights movement, how it changed the whole idea for our country. How it forced LBJ to pass legislation, Civil Rights Act, and so forth. Because people were exposed to the truth. The truth that was suppressed and hidden from people for so long. Truth is a powerful thing. It's something that should be immensely valued in our society, in our lives. Jesus says, you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. God, make us lovers of the truth. Make us seekers of the truth. May we value truth. May we experience truth, and may it change us. Give us the grace to walk in and to live the very truth that we experience. And may we not back down and not be intimidated by the lies of the enemy. That we would know the truth and that we would totally be set free from the truth that is given to us. You see this in the garden, the deception, and I'll finish with these things. Love to talk about the garden, deception in the garden. The enemy questions the authority of God. Had God said? The lie begins with a question too. One focus is moved from God to self. Your eyes will be open. Your eyes will be open. When one turns from God to self, deception becomes a way of life. 3, denies one createdness. You know, we were created in God's image, like God. I say this all the time about Eve, that when the enemy came to her and said, if you eat of this fruit, you will be like God. First he says, you should. What did God say? What has he said? And she says, if we eat of the fruit, then we will die. We will surely die. Oh, you're not going to die. Your eyes will be open and you will be like God. He made her question something that was true. The truth is that God created her in their image. She was already like God. The truth was suppressed to her because of a lie. She should have looked back at the enemy and said, I don't have to impress you. I don't have to do what you said. I don't need to because I'm already like God. I'm his daughter. I'm created in his image. The enemy tries to suppress truth from us, but we're going to fight and stand for truth. That's Grace Talks. We're going to have some guests coming up in the next couple of weeks. Hope you enjoy them, actually. The next two podcasts will have guests on them. You can find us at Grace Podcast with an S. Grace Podcast, and that's on Instagram. You can find us at Grace Talks Pod. Grace Talks Pod on Twitter. You can also find us at Grace Talks Podcast on the Facebook. On the internets. We're on the internets. I'm telling you, we're on the internets. It's good to have you on Grace Talks. God bless you. Have a fantastic night. Grace Talks.